What is going on, guys? It's Giant Night Our Lives, and welcome back. Not welcome back, this is just a vlog. But today I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a story. You can basically count this as like a top 5 or 3 countdown, whatever it's going to be. This list is the top 5 things that I hated about middle school. Now you may be asking, if you're in high school, why are you talking about things you hate in middle school? Well, I'd never forget middle school days. 6th grade was the best year of my life. The first thing that I hated in middle school was gum chewing. Now that may sound weird, but when you think about it, you'll see why it makes sense. Every day, 7th or 8th grade, you would have at least one person in the class go like, hey, dude, do you have a piece of gum? Do you have a piece of gum? No, dude, sorry, why? Alright, thanks so much, bye. And when they actually got a piece of gum, you'll listen to them going like, I'll just be sitting here like, that gum must be really good if you're freaking like biting it with all your might. Well, it sounds disgusting, but I really wanted to just reach down their throat, take that gum, and throw it out the nearest window I could find. You could not go a single day in middle school without hearing someone chewing freaking gum. I mean, who wants to listen to this for an hour? I mean, seriously. God, that's so annoying. People don't do it in high school anymore, but man, in middle school, God, you can't get past that. The next thing I hated about middle school were those cool kids, the white kids, the nerdy kids, who tried to act cool by hanging out with the cool guys. I mean, you'll see like a guy come over to the group of jocks and be like,
Hey guys, I'm gonna be playing Minecraft after school. I just wanted to know if you wanted to come up here and play with me. I need help building a house. So do you guys want to play Minecraft?
I mean, seriously. And the worst part about that is that the nerdy kid, the jocks would just let him. They would just like let him hang out with them. They wouldn't hang out with him, but they would let him hang out. Yeah, they would act like as if they were that person's friends. And the nerd would be like, oh boy! The jocks will be hanging out, we'll talk to the nerds and be like, I just got back from Bonnaroo, and, do you know when you can come over at like 4 in the morning? Ish, 5, 6, 8, 10 o'clock. I don't care. I'm sleeping over, dude. And the nerds didn't know what they were saying, so they were just all like,
so you are gonna play Minecraft with me after school?
I mean, at least they had the commitment to go up to the jocks and freaking shove them down their freaking toilet. And what? At least they had the commitment to go up to the jocks who could easily just beat the crap out of them and say,
you wanna play Minecraft?
The third thing I hated was the lunch lines. I mean, they moved fast, but if you got there last, you would only come out with like carrots and milk. While the people get there first, steal like a freaking refrigerator of food. If you're last, you come out with like carrots, maybe like Fruit Loops, and milk. While the people who went first are eating off freaking enjoying a Papa John's pizza. Now you see, where I went to middle school, there were two lunch lines, and those lunch lines did not run too fast, and that is why the principal had to dismiss us by like every 10 tables, so that it wouldn't be a freaking mob of people trying to get food. The lines did move fast though, I'll give them that. But the thing is, when the kids who were in front of you came out, they had like freaking 2 trays of food. They had like 3 pieces of pizza, 4 french fries, like 2 milks, and they like took everything and said, I'm gonna eat this for lunch. If I would have done that, I would have been like, I'm just taking this food for my family, that's all. The lunch lines were a major part to getting your food, because if you didn't get your food, you were only eating Fruit Loops and you're drinking apple juice. I mean, the Fruit Loops are great, but still. Yeah, my middle school did have good food, I'm not gonna lie about that. If you're listening to this, people of my middle school, I'm not going to tell you what middle school I went to so that you can rape children. I don't know. Wait, what? I'm not saying the location because there are some sick people out on the internet. So if any of you guys are listening there or go to middle school where I went to, tell me, leave a comment if they added more lunch lines or if they fixed the lunch line dismissal thing. I don't know. The second thing I hated about middle school were some of the gym teachers. Now, before I get this out, most of the teachers that I had were great. A good amount of the teachers I had were great. I'm just going to name 2 that I did not like. Miss Yoder, and Miss Forsalito. I mean, Miss Forsalito can kind of go out of that list because it was her first year teaching in 7th grade. But I mean, still. She looked like she worked out every 5 minutes. I mean, she was kind of hot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. But she would push us to the absolute limit for no reason. I mean, you got freaking... How old are you? You got freaking 13 to 14-year-old kids who are just trying to have fun in gym, and you're trying to get them to do 100 push-ups, 500 curl-ups, and freaking do pull-ups 5 minutes. I mean, we can't do all that. Unless you're on steroids, I mean, that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, she would, like, make us do this, and then that, and then that, and we weren't even ready for it. We ran 1 mile in twice in a week. Usually in middle school, to elementary school to high school, you run the mile, I'd say, about once a month or every other month. You don't run a mile once every week. We, however, had to run it twice in 1 week. I could barely feel my legs after the end of that week. Hey, this is now her 4th year, if she's still even there. And hopefully she's become better. I don't know. I haven't been kept in touch with her since. Now, the main thing I hated about middle school. The main thing I hated were some of the substitute teachers. These sub-teachers were probably... They shouldn't even be teachers. In 8th grade, I got yelled at in language arts for reading a book. I'm just doing what I was supposed to do. I was reading a book. He was talking, and he's like 90 years old. I bet he's dead right now. I don't know if he is dead, but if he is, then... Well, bye. So it was 8th grade. You can ask Austin. Like, if you go to... Next time we see Austin in a video, you can just ask him in a comment. So me and Austin had the same language arts class. There was a substitute teacher. His name was Mr. Hunter. He was like an 85 to 90-year-old man who had a lot of problems, including hearing problems. So that means that we could shout, scream, piss on the floor, I don't know. Well, we didn't piss on the floor, but we did shout and scream. And right after he was done talking, I'm just reading a book. I'm just starting to read a book, because you know we start out with like 10 minutes of reading time every single time we go to language arts. This dude comes over, takes the book away from me, and places it on his desk. It's language arts class. And you're telling me that I can't read a freaking book. That's like saying you shouldn't bring a calculator to math class. It's like saying you shouldn't wear tennis shoes to gym class. I mean, it's the most retarded thing I remember from middle school. I mean, lunch was the best part. Got sat with my friends, we did some stupid shit at lunch. I mean, it was great. But anyway, Mr. Hunter, if you're watching this, don't ever do that again. So yeah, those were the 5 things I hated about middle school. If you want me to do 5 things I hate about, like, leave a comment or suggestion below. If you like the lighting, I'm being blinded right now because I'm using my phone's flashlight. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Check out my other videos. I got another one coming out tomorrow. Sunday. Got another one coming out Sunday. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you all later. Alright, let's state that more clearly. Thank you all so much for watching, and I talk to you all later. Oh yeah, yes. He's done. There's no more Bob left. He's gone. He's disintegrated into thousands of itty bitty bits.